You're Perp back with another video, and wow, this series is pretty damn good, man. I gotta say, for the 8 episodes that we got for this first season, and it just got a greenlit for a second and third season, should tell you something right there, man. It's definitely up there with superhero content, you know. I would even say it does a lot of things better than the mainstream, MCUs or DC EU or DC films overall. And I even think this rivals the DC animated movies as a whole. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, "Oh, Perp, you tripping for saying that." No, I really believe that. And once it gets into its second and third season, you'll see what I mean. The violence is over the top, especially in this finale. This finale was everything I needed it to be, and also something I didn't expect to get so soon. I definitely saw it coming. I mean, if you've seen enough television and movies and stuff, like, you could see these things coming. But that doesn't take away from the overall show. I still enjoyed what I got. I would say the weakest out of the 8 episodes was definitely episode 6. I think everybody could agree. That's where things kind of really slowed down, but they picked it right back up with the last 2 episodes, which I think are the best episodes of this season. So now, if you want to see my initial thoughts of this series without like going too heavy into spoilers like that, check out my review of the first 3 episodes. Now let's get into these last bit of episodes that they put out. Episode 5 was definitely a game changer. I just like the world building that they're doing here, and how fast things kind of kick off. The villains and stuff are very interesting, and definitely seems like a lot of them are gonna make their return in future seasons. In what capacity, I have no idea, but it's really interesting. I like this main character, Mark, that plays Invincible. He starts off as kind of like a goofball, a little bit of a nerd too, but he has some swag on him, right? But I definitely like that it seems like after this finale, his personality is going to change. He's going to get more serious. It seems like the world has become more serious with certain things. I do expect there to be humor. I just hope that they kind of tone it back a little bit, just based off of what happened with this finale. It will help keep the stakes high, because imagine if, Mark's mom, something happens to her next season or season 3 and stuff. He's really got to figure things out on his own, because, his pops just dipped on him. That was an epic fight. That was a really dope fight. I expected that to be kind of like the end game, but I did not expect it to kind of go down in this season. That's why I said, like, the pacing is really, really good for each episode to be about 40 plus minutes. I think they were able to cram so much into these episodes, but they still can leave the door open for way more. Like, I forget what episode it was. I think it was 3 or 4, where we saw that guy go into this weird tomb. They never went back to that tomb, or whatever was in that tomb never got out. Maybe that was supposed to be a joke. I don't know. Maybe that's a future villain that Mark's gonna have to probably face. Talk about Mark a little bit more is, we found out that, he is this Viltrumite. And they kind of are played off like Kryptonians, but then they kind of flipped it with the finale. And wow, that was an interesting twist. Not the most, I'm not gonna say super creative, but I'm not gonna take away from it. Like, it was still good though. It still kind of made me like, oh man, so this is what a Viltrumite is supposed to do here. And actually, it's really very similar to Kryptonians and stuff like that, but they're a lot more extreme than Kryptonians, obviously. Now, I want to shout out to the cast, because the cast is hella stacked. You got J.K. Simmons, you got, the guy that played Glenn. I'm drawing a blank on his name. Mahershala Ali, just everybody. I'm just wondering, like, who else is going to pop up in the future, like, as far as voices go, because you even got the GOAT Mark Hamill on this. Man, just so much talent went into this, even though I will say I need them to up that animation. The animation is still mid. I just wish they could put a little bit more budget behind it. Make that shit look really clean, really nice, nice and fluid. Because sometimes when you're doing these huge battles and stuff, it could kind of there be certain scenes where it kind of looks, like a lot going on. It could look a lot cleaner. That's just me, my opinion, my little nitpick. Other than that, this whole series has just been fire. I'm definitely going to have a discussion about this season on the Perp Show this coming Wednesday, Cinco de Mayo. So definitely tune in for that. You don't want to miss that. I'm definitely going to have fun discussing this whole entire season. We can go into our favorite moments, our least favorite moments, and stuff like that. I just wanted to kind of give you my first take, or just what I got from this finale and just overall this series. I think Amazon really has something special with this. I think they need to get rid of the boys. That's just me, and just focus on Invincible. I'm just kidding about that also. If you like the boys, that's fine, but Invincible is obviously more superior, and it's an animation form. Anyways, if you have watched this whole entire series, let me know your thoughts and feels in the comments below, and I will see you Wednesday for the live discussion. Peace.